the chapter elements of vectors. In the chapter, first we have to discuss about the physical quantities, then after goes to types of vectors. So first we will discuss physical quantities. The physical quantities are classified into two types. First one is scalar quantity, second one is vector quantity. So what do you mean scalar quantity? What do you mean scalar quantity? In general, the scalar quantity is nothing but magnitude. So a physical quantity which is having only magnitude, no direction is called scalar quantity. A physical quantity which is having only magnitude, no direction, that is called scalar quantity. So it means it is having only magnitude. Only magnitude means only number. So for example 1, 2, 3, these are numbers means magnitude. Okay, it is having only magnitude, no direction, that is called scalar quantity. The scalar quantity examples are distance. So for example 2 kilometer, 3 kilometer, okay, 2 kilometer, 3 kilometer, 4 kilometer, like this. So distance, speed, 60 kilometer per hour, 80 kilometer per hour, that nothing but 60 means number. There is no direction. That's why it is a scalar quantity. Time, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours. So 3 hours, 4 hours means time. So time is a number. Number means scalar quantity. Temperature, 2 degrees, 3 degrees, 4 degrees. So 2, 3, 4 are magnitude. That's why scalar quantity. There is no direction. Mass is nothing but 1 kg, 2 kg, 3 kg, like this. So 1 kg, 2 kg, 3 kg means it is a number. That's why it is scalar quantity. Density, 2 gram per cc, 3 gram per cc, like this. That's a scalar quantity. Work and energy power also scalar quantities. So scalar quantity means it is having only magnitude, no direction, that is called scalar quantities. In special cases, so for example electric charge, electric current, it is having both magnitude and direction. It is having both magnitude and direction, but doesn't have the law of vector addition. It does not obey the law of vector addition. That's why it is a scalar quantity. And a current also scalar quantity. It is having both magnitude and direction, but does not obey the law of vector addition. That's why it is a scalar quantity. But in general intermediate level, it is having only both magnitude and direction. It is called vector quantity. But in scalar quantity, it is having only magnitude but no direction. That is called scalar quantity. In high level, you have to study about the law of vector addition. Okay, let's come to the vector quantity. A physical quantity which is having both magnitude and direction, it obeys the law of vector addition. That is called vector quantity. So magnitude, it is having magnitude and direction, and it obeys the law of vector addition. That's why it is a vector quantity. What I am saying, a physical quantity which is having both magnitude and direction, and it obeys the law of vector addition. That's why it is called as vector quantity. So examples of vector quantity. So first one is displacement, second one is velocity, acceleration, force, momentum, etc. These are all the examples of vector quantities. So I will understood scalar quantity and vector quantity. Next goes to types of vectors. Types of vectors means the vectors are divided different types. Equal vector, negative vector, unit vector, null vector, position vector, pseudo vector. So first we will discuss the equal vector. So equal vector. So already equal means same. Vector means a physical quantity which is having magnitude and direction. Is called vector. So equal vector means it is having magnitude and direction. So it is a vector. And one more vector, it is having same magnitude and same direction, that is called B vector. Here two vectors having same magnitude and same direction. It is having same magnitude, same direction, that's why it is called equal vectors. So you can write like this: A vector is equal to B vector. It is called equal vectors. So So next come to negative vector. Next come to negative vector. Negative vector. A vector whose vectors is having same magnitude but different direction, it is called negative vector. Example, a vector. So this is a vector and this is b vector. But both the vectors having same magnitude but direction will be opposite. Direction will be opposite. That's why we can write a vector is equal to minus b vector. So these are called negative vector. Negative vector or opposite vectors. Okay. Next come to unit vector. Unit vector. Unit vector. A vector whose magnitude is 1 or unit is called unit vector. A vector whose magnitude is 1. A vector whose magnitude is 1 or unit is called unit vector. A unit vector denoted by a cap is equal to a vector by mod a, magnitude of a, mod of a. Suppose a bar is the one vector, it is divided by its magnitude, we can get the unit vector. Suppose a bar is the one vector, its a vector is divided its unit, its magnitude is called unit vector. So a cap is equal to a vector by mod a vector. We can write to a bar vector is equal to mod a into a cap. A cap nothing but unit vector. Unit means 1. So its magnitude a cap is equal to what? 1. So unit vectors are depends on coordinate system like its x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Along the x-axis unit vector is I cap. Along the y-axis the unit vector is j cap. Along the z-axis the unit vector is k cap. Here I cap, j cap, k cap are the unit vectors. Unit vectors. Come to the point, unit vector. A vector whose magnitude is 1 or unit is called unit vector. It is denoted by a cap is equal to a vector by mod a. Ante a vector is divided its magnitude of those vectors. Okay, that is called a vector. A vector is equal to mod a into a vector. Here a mod a is a scalar quantity, number. So a cap is equal to 1. Its magnitude is equal to 1. So here along the coordinate system, x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. I cap along the x-axis unit vector I cap, along the y-axis unit vector j cap, along the z-axis unit vector is k cap. Next come to the null vector. Null vector. Null vector. Null vector means a vector whose magnitude is 0. A vector whose magnitude is 0 is called null vector. A vector whose magnitude is 0 is called unit vector. So example, the velocity object is 0 at the top of trajectory. Suppose the body is throwing upward direction, it reaches the maximum height, the velocity of the body will become 0. Means at the maximum height, in projector case, at the maximum height the velocity object will be 0. Means its magnitude is 0. That's why it becomes null vector. Mod a is equal to 0. Okay. Otherwise, suppose the particle of velocity at extreme position in simple orbital motion, the velocity of the object is 0. That's why magnitude is 0. That is a null vector. So, for example, this is a simple pendulum case. We can draw the bob. The bob is pulled away and left it to at extreme position. The velocity of the body will become 0. So, magnitude is 0. That's why it is null vector. Null vector. Next, position vector. Next to position vector. Next to position vector. Position vector is denoted by R. So position vector is defined as in a coordinate system. Suppose in a space, x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Okay. A vector in which it specify the position of a point, a vector in which it specify the position of the point with respect to origin. The position of the body or position of the particle is with respect to origin can represented by x comma y comma z. A vector in which specify the point of position with respect to origin is called position vector. A vector in which specify the position of position with respect to origin. Nothing but is a frame. Okay, frame of reference is called position vector. So it is a origin, it is a point of position. The position vector always calculate in the space or in free space. Okay, x comma y comma z. So here OP is the distance. OP is denoted by r. Why? Because it is a rolling coordinate system, nothing but like this. It is rotated like this. So coordinate system. It will be radius. That's why it denoted by r. R vector, position vector, r bar is equal to OP. So you can write to OP is equal to r is equal to the distance between 2 points. Origin means 0, 0. Okay. So the distance between two vectors we can study in 10th class mathematics. Under root of square root of x minus 0 whole square root plus y minus 0 whole square root plus z minus 0 whole square. The distance between 2 points formula. Okay. Like this, x minus 0 whole square, x square plus y square plus z square. So r vector is equal to the position vector r vector is equal to r mod r is equal to square x square plus y square plus z square. The position vector denoted by r vector is equal to x into y plus y into j plus z into k. This is the position vector. It is the magnitude of the position vector. Mod r position vector like this. R is equal to x plus y plus z k. Then the magnitude of position vector denoted by mod r magnitude is equal to square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Suppose the coordinate system is two dimensional, we can write only mod r is equal to square root of x square plus y square. Okay. Next to pseudo vector. Pseudo vector. అయితే ఈ pseudo vector defined as it has magnitude with respect to coordinate system. Suppose it is rotating. So coordinate system. It is having magnitude and coordinate system. It is rotating in this direction, in the clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. Example, angular velocity, angular acceleration, like this. Suppose coordinate is rotating, it belongs to rotation system. The pseudo vector belongs to rotational system. Pseudo vector write as angular velocity omega, angular acceleration, torque. These are all the pseudo vectors. Okay, thank you very much.